First and foremost, we thank the Creator for another day of life. Despite what's going on in your life, it's a blessing to have life. And not only is it a blessing to have life, but it's a blessing to have the consciousness to know that we are supposed to thank the Creator. Thank the Creator for that. You know, I want to talk briefly about the power of reflection. You know, reflection, has many different terms, or actions rather, or even definitions, maybe. I don't know. Think about this. When you look in the mirror, that's called looking at your reflection. But when you are looking within yourself, that act is called reflecting. Some of us spend more time on the action or of looking at ourselves in the mirror than we do at looking at ourselves within. We spend too much time focused on how we look outside than we do how we look inside. And I think we all suffer from this at one point or the other. We care so much about how we look to other people rather than how do we look to God. So this is what I would like for you to consider as you are maneuvering throughout your day. In the Quran it says that there are signs for those who reflect. There are signs for those who reflect. I want you to think about it. As you're maneuvering throughout your day and we always kind of just moving, We never really connected to the earth. We always just walking on concrete. You know what I mean? We on concrete. We're not connected to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just from one place to the other. Either our head is on the phone. Or our head is, looking forward, where we supposed to go, where we trying to be, what destination we got to get to, right? But how much of us just take the time to just look down, look at the grass, look at the ants, or look in the sky and look at the birds, look at the trees, look at the insects? I know we're so busy running from the insects that we don't take the time to just look at them and learn from them. Because I guarantee you, if you look at the trees, you look at the grass, the flowers, you look at the lake or the ocean, you look at the flies, you look at the birds, you will find a lesson for your own life. I guarantee it. If you just take time to just watch and listen. Listen. And how do you watch? How do you look at things? Do you look at it with your eyes? Or do you look at it with your heart? It's easy to get caught up in this life. It's easy to get caught up in, the illusion of what's on social media or the illusion of what's on television, the illusion of what is success, the illusion of what is wealth. You look at some countries, man, that are considered quote-unquote third world countries, quote-unquote poor. You'll find them to be some of the most happiest people. Not trying to live up to a standard of beauty, a standard of wealth, keeping up with the Joneses. Nah, man, that's what kills us. That's what gets us sick. That's what makes us irrelevant in our own eyes. So I say to you that I want you to engage in more reflection. I know you got 2 or 3 jobs. I know you have children. I know you're married. I know dinner is Dinner has to be cooked. Bills have to be paid. But at the end of the day, what does all of that matter if you physically live 50, 60, 70 years, but you never truly lived? What's the point? If you never, and in some words they say, take time to smell the roses. Take time to see God's beauty and learn from God's beauty. And as you are reflecting and even looking at your reflection, you will see God's beauty. My son asked me the other day, he said, how do we know that God is real? How do I know that God is real, Daddy? He's 6 years old. I said, son, the reason that you know God is real is because, put your hand on your chest. You feel that heart beating? Can you tell that heart to stop beating? What happens if that heart stops beating? I'll die. You can't control it, do you? You yourself is the answer to the question that you're asking. The very fact that you can exist is a sign of a greater power. How you come from that sticky fluid? I didn't tell him this. But how do you come to this from this fluid? And as a result, you are in existence. So just looking at ourselves, reflecting on nature and reflecting on how everything, even when it seems like it is out of order, in reality is in order, you know that must be a powerful, powerful being that's in charge of keeping everything in order, everything in sync. May God bless you. May God strengthen you. May God bless us all to take more time out to reflect. Thank you.